everyone, welcome back to another Elle on the Moon tutorial. I have a lot of instructions in the video. Thanks for watching this little quick harness top, and I hope you come back for my next video, which is going to be a lot more involved. And here we go. Quick note, Kina is a small and the dress form is a large. For this tutorial, you'll need a lighter or matches. Be careful with them. Scissors, measuring tape to measure out how much rope you need, and you will need 4 to 5 millimeter, this is polypropylene cord. You can use a different kind of cord, but it needs to be 4 to 5 millimeters. If you use cotton cord, of course, you won't need the lighter. This is 180 feet in this one skein, and that's what I made the top with. If you'd like to have the bottom to it as well, to go all the way around, which I don't show you in the video, but I show you how to start that, then you will need 2 skeins. So that would be 180 feet times 2, that's 360 feet, and you will, or it is 240 grams times 2. All right, so cords 1 and 3 will be longer by 12 inches or 30 centimeters. So 1 and 3, we are going to do counterclockwise, lark's head knot over and over again till it starts to spiral a little bit. I think I do 6 or 7 runs. So repeat this 6 or 7 times on both sides. The 1 being the working cord on the left, and the 3 being the working cord wrapping around number 4 on the right. And then we're going to marry them together so that we are creating a buttonhole clasp. Feel free to skip ahead at any point. As you can see, I'm using some T-pins. You need about 4 T-pins for this tutorial. I have basically measured out 4 cords, as you can see hanging here. The 2 longest ones are 93 inches actually. So you'll need to do the conversion for centimeters. And the shorter 2, which would be cords 2 and 4, are 12 inches or 30 centimeters shorter. So I hope that helps you. I'll try to put in a day or after this tutorial in the notes the exact measurements of all cords. So if you forget and you want to refer back to it, but I'm going to do this for a minute. Don't worry about the little tails. We'll get to that at the end. We'll cut and then we will burn, which is why you need the lighter. Now we're going to turn it upside down and marry them at the other side so it closes up. And then we're going to start doing alternating square knots for the collar or neckline of this. I guess it's not really a top, it's like a harness. It's a piece to wear over something just to give you a little movement or to wear out into the hot heat to have, a little bit of style, whatever. In a moment here, I'm going to zoom in and you will see closely how I marry the other side with some vertical half hitches. So here we go, zooming in. Once you start doing the square knots, you do quite a few of them. Basically, I took a tape measure and I measured around my neckline. And then I came up with the 93 inches for how long I needed my rope. So you just basically want it to be snug up against your neck. That's how many square knots you really need to make. And then you do a little square knot clasp or rose knot, buttonhole knot at the very end, which you will see to be able to push it through so that you can fasten it to your neck. You need to leave a gap a third of the way through of 2 inches or 5 centimeters in the front where you're going to add 2 pieces of rope that will create the front bodice. Now I separate those 2 cords that I told you the measuring of, and they each go to either side, and then the 2 down the middle, as you can see. And then I take another long piece that can wrap around your whole body, whole upper chest, and then it can almost come all the way back around, okay, because we're going to be tying this in the back. So you need to take a piece and measure it all the way around your subject or yourself, and then almost bring it all the way back to the front. So 1 body length and then another 3/4. So all told, I'm going to add 12 more pieces of rope. You can make yours as long as you'd like. You can make this go all the way to the floor or someone's ankles if you'd like. But I'm going to add 12 more, and after about cords 4 through like 8 would need to be longer. So cords 4 through 8, I would say that you would need to add on another couple inches depending on the person's bust size. If someone is an A cup, you can just leave as is. But for a B cup, you need to add on another couple inches. And for a C cup, I'd say make the middlemost cords 3 more inches longer. So on and so forth as you go up the cup scale, D, double D, etc. So basically cups 4 through 7 would need to be a little bit longer if someone has a fuller chest. All right, so I'm not going to show all of this, but I'm going to show you a little bit of it because, again, it's like seeing paint dry. I'm just making sure everything is kind of snug and up against each other and the knots are very tight, which is kind of easy to get really tight knots with this polypropylene rope, which I got from Perfect Yarns on Etsy again. There's some crimps in it that I'm not caring for, and I haven't figured out how to get the crimps out, but I think I just need to take my steamer to it or something, but I'll get them out. Like the little crimps on the side. disregard how I'm holding the two upper cords. You need to start from the bottom and work your way up for this part. Otherwise, it doesn't work out right and it's not taut and perfectly aligned. So you're going to start with the last one and work all the way up. It's going to get larger. The space between the L shape is just going to get larger and larger. And if you want to make it into a dress, okay, if you want to make it into a dress, just start adding pieces down here. Okay, and then you can start making a pattern. This was where it was shipping, the crinkle in it. May have to steam that out, see if it'll steam out. Hope this steaming won't melt it, but yeah, those crinkles, figure out a way to get those out. So if you start doing the dress part. So basically, if you want to make it into a dress, you just add pieces onto that length of rope at the bottom, all the way around, front and back. You'll need a whole nother skein. I only used one skein of rope. I'm just going to show you the first part because I actually don't have enough cordage. So you will need to use, more, as I explained in the first part of this video. Also, it looks kind of wonky right now as I'm working on it, but trust that I align everything on the left and the right and make it look perfect. But it doesn't look like that right now because I do a lot of the finishing effects when I'm done with all that I am doing, so that it looks lined up as if someone were going to purchase it. So don't judge me too harshly. I will make sure everything is even after I show you this little part. Go ahead and start working from there. Okay. I like this color. I have to look up what color this is that I ordered. I think it's just like a gold. Rich gold color. And then it'll droop down a little more, like this will weigh down, and this will make it like a shaping like that. Very boho. And then you can just continue the knotting in a triangle pattern. So go ahead and do these. So really whatever you want to do. Like I said, I don't actually have enough of this cord, so I'm going to stop in a minute. And remember, when you're working with this, you'll need to add some stitch glue, some kind of sewing glue at the end to keep your knots in place. Let's see, let's keep working. Continuing it on. These pieces are about 48 inches that I'm adding. Make them longer or shorter. You can have this start lower too if you want. It's up to you. I'm just the ideas lady. Sometimes the ideas aren't fully vetted, but that's what I do. Okay. Just keep on going. And this, I don't know how much I like the way this looks, this polypropylene or whatever kind of yarn, it's not rope this is, but I do not care for how it seems like it'll be hard to keep it to stay in place without some glue. It doesn't bind up as nice, stay nicely firm, like as firm as cotton does at times, but I don't know, this is staying pretty tight. This is pretty tight right here. So, and so you just go all the way around. You would continue this piece to continue the skirt, like I just would go over here and just tether it here and then add more pieces once I get the extra rope in, and then tie it in the back as well. Thanks for watching another Elle on the Moon tutorial. I hope to have another one soon for you all.